2.66 miles of high-banked chaos. The sacred ground where the legendary Alabama gang defended their turf. Where the Earnhardts rewrote the record books with a staggering 16 combined victories. Buckle up, this is Talladega. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to B.A.C. Casting and Drafting, your home for weekly league racing, cold beer, and hotter takes. I'm your host tonight, Andy Lewis, as we get ready for NoBull Esports on a Tuesday night at Talladega Super Speedway. They have qualified, the cars are making their way towards the starting grid, and it is time to get ready to rock and roll right into the grid for tonight's race. Thanks everybody for tuning in. Please be sure to like and subscribe, and let's get this thing going. Hope you're ready, folks. Once the grid gets working, we'll see. Maybe not. Might have to use a different one. Ruh-roh. Having difficulties with our grid. We'll have to use our backup one, which is alright because we've always got options here at SDK. So, starting on pole tonight, we have got the number 77 machine. That is Alex Hill on row number 1 on the pole. Starting outside of him in the number 60 machine, we have got Jeff Merck. Row number 2, we've got the number 6 machine of Justin Melachar. Then to his outside, we've got Chase Mastretta. Row number 3, we've got Jude Rand. Starting in 5th, and in 6th to his outside, we have got the number 16 of Nathan Harper. Starting in 7th, we've got Ethan Eckert. To his outside, we have got the 89 machine of Trevor Iswarnath. Starting in 9th, we have got the number 15 of Dylan Jones. And in 10th, we have got Josh McCullough in the 05. In 11th, we have Daniel Eberhardt III. And starting in 12th, we've got the 45 machine of Sean Corbett. 13th, we have got the number 3 machine of Matt Patton. 14th, we've got the 03 of Kenneth McCullough. 15th, we've got the 7 of Cameron Craighead. 16th, we've got the 59 of Mark Von Dell. I believe that's your entire field for tonight. So only 16 cars out there for NoBull Esports. A little bit light on the field for tonight's race, but that is all right. We know some of these guys have been busy with their Coke Series commitments, so it might be a little bit of a lighter field out there, which is A-okay. It's going to be fun, it's going to be fast, and it's going to be live at B.A.C. We're glad you're here with us, so let's get ready to rock and roll. These guys are following the pace car, lined up 2x2 for this action-packed race tonight. Let us know who you are rooting for in the chat. We can give them shout-outs. We can find your favorite drivers out there out on the racetrack. .30 laps the distance for these drivers at the big track of Talladega Super Speedway. See if we can get a new winner tonight, or if a previous winner is gonna claim the top spot. Pace car is off. It makes its way towards pit road. Field is set. They are ready to rock and roll, lined up 2x2. Into the restart zone they go. Green flag is in the air. Let's grip it, rip it, and sip it. We are green at Talladega for NoBull Esports. As the field, it looks like, no, they're not going. Really weird. Maybe they're waiting for somebody to get out of pit road before they get up to speed. Looks like there was one that missed the grid. And I think that's exactly what they're waiting for, as they are crawling off of turn number 2. And now I'm starting to hear the engine spin up, and it looks like they're beginning racing. So here we go now off of turn number 2. That car that missed the start off pit road is going to fall into the back, and we're rolling down the backstretch. Led by the 77 of Alex Hill, Jeff Merck second, Justin Melichair third, Chase Mistretta fourth, Trevor Iswarna fifth. As now they get lined up, and caution flag in the air. Don't see anybody off the pace. Sean Corbett in the back. Don't know if there's an issue with him. Couple guys slow. Odd start here. Go ahead and see if anything happened to Sean Corbett. I think he just blended, you know, a little slow, and they were just trying to make sure he was in it. No, there it is, ahead of him. Looks like a car went around. It's going to be the 45 machine. That was Sean. As he got turned backstretch there, as they were trying to figure out when they were going green, so it's going to bring out the yellow. First caution of the night. Alex Hill still your leader. And with that, let's go ahead and hear from one of our sponsors at B.A.C. Casting and Drafting. That is Juicy Spider Studios. Let's see what they've got for us.
Real quick, you go stop the real quick cut. Double check the steering wheel. Roll.
Gentlemen, start your engine.
All out there. Nice and smooth. Let's get it all done all day long. Got a good feeling about today, guys.
Donnie Kite's gonna get through it all and score his first career win in the Saturday Night Racing League Cup Series. What a finish!
Too little, too late from behind, and Sebastian Marin, your first repeat top split winner of the qualifying series.
We knew it was just a matter of time when Hunter Sr. is victorious.
Josh Adams taking the win at Iowa.
Juicy Spider Motorsports takes home the 1, 2, 3 finish.
All right, we're back to the big track at Talladega Superspeedway. After that short first caution, didn't see any significant damage. Looks like we do have a couple that went for pit road. Josh McCullough and others. Sean Corbett, Kenneth McCullough might have got damage from that incident on the backstretch with the 45, but I didn't see anything significant on the 45. Looks like he's still on pit road. Probably going to be the last one off. A little bit of right front damage after that contact with the outside wall. Maybe some guys just getting tired. Had a little weird start there. But now we should be good to go in this 38-lap race tonight. A little bit of a rundown of who is where. Somehow Daniel Eberhardt III being shown in first. Maybe he's got to go take the dog out or something. Pulling ahead of the field, I don't know. Saving himself some time, going really slow. Or he's subscribing to BAC Casting and Drafting on Facebook. If you haven't done that, go ahead and do that too. You can stay up to date on all the action at BAC. Yeah, he's going to drop back to his correct spot. So Alex Hill, the leader, Jeff Merck second, Justin Melichair third, Chase Mistretta fourth, Trevor Iswarna fifth, Nathan Harper sixth, Ethan Eckert seventh, Jude Rand eighth, Dylan Jones ninth, and Matt Patton rounding out your top 10 for our running order after our first caution of the night. Looks like we're going to see the pace car pull off. No, the lights are still on, so they're going to do another lap around the big track before we get back rolling. So, got a little bit of time, get a snack, get a drink, and get locked in for NoBull Esports here at Talladega Superspeedway. We've seen some crazy finishes out of these guys pretty much every single week. They race Tuesday night, 10 p.m. Eastern. You can also join their Discord if you want to race with them as well. Looks like our leader there, the 77 of Alex, is going to choose the top side of the racetrack for this restart. Maybe he's having an issue. He just dropped off our scoring. Nope, no, he's back. Might be blinking in and out with some internet connection. There we go. Scoring messed up there for a second. All kinds of weird stuff at the start of this race. Get this thing sorted out, ready to rock and roll. It's going to put the 60 machine of Jeff Merck on the inside. He's going to be getting help. Looks like from Mellicher in the restart. Mistretta's on the outside with Hill. I think that top side is going to get rolling. Nathan Harper running that classic Dallas Cowboys machine in the number 16 Ford. Mistretta, as always, with that Junior Motorsports 8 looking machine. Running for the Jack Shack out there. A few of those guys race with them. Now the lights are off on the pace car and it peels off towards pit road. Field is under control from the car on the outside. That's the 77 machine of Alex Hill through the tri-oval towards the restart zone. NoBull Esports is going to be green for the second time tonight. Let's grip it, rip it, and sip it at Talladega with 27 laps to go here at the big track. Big jump on the outside there for the 77 of Hill. Mistretta didn't get a good jump behind him. Might have to drop to the bottom to cover off Merck. No, Merck's going to slide up to the top side. Now we've got 5 cars lined up on the top of the racetrack. They might get a breakaway here early. Everybody's going to the top of the racetrack up against the wall, so you can't take the dirty air off the right rear. Making their way off of turn number 2 now. Down the Alabama Gang super stretch. Getting all the way up to speed. These Xfinity cars are rolling at the big track of Talladega. Let's see who the first challenger is going to be on the inside. It's going to be Nathan Harper. He's going to drop down to the bottom side of the racetrack, and there goes Jeff Merck. He's going to leave Hill. Try and challenge him off of turn number 4 for the lead. Off of 4 they go. Merck with a big run on the bottom, getting the push from Harper, and oh, they go 3 wide there for second. Holy smokes, Ethan Eckert. Scary move there, and now they're slicing and dicing for the lead as Jeff Merck. He's going to get the lap led. 25 to go at the line. Merck rolling topside now. Working with Hill as they're 3 wide behind him for third. Lots of moves being made out there. Slicing and dicing down the backstretch they go. Jeff Merck rolling the top side, getting a push there from the 77 of Alex Hill. Ethan Eckert, he's going to be up to the 3 spot in that 12 machine. Big run now off of turn number 4 for Merck. Harper's going to slide up to the top. He is no longer the leader on that bottom side. Looks like the top lane is rolling well. These guys are screaming along the fence at Talladega. Jeff Merck is rolling. Nathan Harper One of the guys we always see at the front of this field. 5th car in line up top, but now we've got a challenge in the middle. It's going to be Cameron Craighead in the 7th. Started all the way back in 15th, and he's going to challenge in 3rd. Underneath of him, you've got Trevor Zwarnoff starting to get a little bit of a run on the bottom in that 89 machine up to 4th. 3 wide through the tri-oval. Jeff Merck, still your leader out front. Getting a good push from Hill. Cameron Craighead in the middle, working with Chase Mistretta. Now it looks like the advantage is going to go to his Warnoth on the bottom, making their way down the backstretch. He's going to move up to the middle. Merck's going to drop to the middle. Now his Warnoth's going to have to drop back down to the bottom. And oh, he gets a little squirrely there. Might have trouble. There's a car off the pace on the apron. Big save there for a couple drivers. That's going to move Hill back up to the top spot. He started this thing on pole, but now Ethan Eckert. He is the pusher on the top side. Merck's got no help in the middle. It's Warnoth on the bottom, trying to get things reestablished. Hill, Eckert, Mellicher, 1, 2, 3 that lap. Really nice there from Alex Hill to move down in the center of the corner to give Ethan, his pusher, some fresh, clean air so he doesn't get too hot up top. Really hard when you're the pusher on the top side of Talladega to find that clean air. Now we got guys rolling to the middle. It's going to be the 16 of Nathan Harper, and it looks like Dylan Jones. 3 wide they go again off of turn number 4. As Warnoth on the bottom challenging for the lead. Getting a push there from Cameron Craighead. In the middle, that's not Dylan Jones, that's Daniel Eberhardt III in that dark blue Ford, number 90. Up top, Alex Hill trying to stay in control of this race, continuing to work the middle lane and the top lane, trying to keep Ethan Eckert at bay. Slides back up to the top off of turn number 2, down the Alabama Gang super stretch they go. 3 wide for second behind the leader. 21 laps to go at Talladega for NoBull Esports. On the bottom of the racetrack, it's Daniel Eberhardt III. Moved from the middle lane down to the bottom. He's going to get a big run, but doesn't have much help. He's going to be side by side for the lead for a moment off of turn number 4, but Hill getting that push from Eckert. They're going to be tough to beat on the top of the racetrack, but now as Warnoth's got the run, he's going to get to the back of D3. Let's see who's going to lead this lap. It looks like it's going to be Alex Hill. Still got it. 20 laps to go this time by. Top side starting to lose its momentum as multiple drivers getting impatient, wanting to improve their track position, and now here we go. Trevor Zwarnoff to the middle lane. He's going to try and challenge for the lead. 3 wide for the lead down the backstretch. As Zwarnoff now drops to the bottom. Got the 7 of Craighead and then the 8 of Mistretta behind him. A little bit of trouble there in the back of the field. Looks like there's contact. Oh, we got a car sideways. And I think they're still rolling. They are. Looks like that was going to be Jude Rand, who is now well off the pace in that one machine. No caution thrown. We saw him get squirrely in the center of the corner, back up to the leaders. It's going to be his Warnoth now for the lead as they're 3 wide for second, but Ethan Eckert in the middle. He's going to get a run. It's broken our field up a little bit at the front. Now they're going to have to decide which lane they want to roll in to get the momentum. Eckert now gets underneath the 89 of his Warnoth down the Alabama Gang super stretch. They're going to fly around his Warnoth on the top side. That's D3 moving to the middle. Eckert moves up to block. Lots of action here at Talladega. As you can see, a car getting squirrely, 3rd in line. Looks like it not Chase Mistretta, no. I believe that's the 05. That's going to be Josh McCullough, who keeps getting loose center corner. Really hard to handle these Xfinity cars in the draft. Super aero sensitive. Oh, Eckert's now getting sideways as he's trying to lead the field, and he's going to lose it now to Cameron Craighead. Craighead with a big run on the bottom, getting help from Chase Mistretta. They're going to pull ahead on the bottom of the racetrack. And now you can see that push center corner from Mistretta. Got Craighead a little bit loose. Now Dylan Jones moves up to 3rd. Craighead shoots up to the top side with Mistretta. 18 laps to go. As Warnoth's going to drop down to the middle lane. Try and generate that run. Now he goes all the way to the bottom. Chase Mastretta goes with him. See what Mastretta can do in the bottom of the racetrack. Getting help from the 89 machine, but now look at this. It's going to be the 90. Daniel Eberhardt the third. He's going to roll to the middle. Mastretta all the way up to the top of the racetrack. Big run, though, for D3 through the tri-oval. Mastretta getting loose up top. Side by side for the lead with 17 to go. It's D3 in the middle. Scored as the leader that lap. Alex Hill finds his way back up to the pusher on the bottom side of the racetrack. And that black 77 machine working the back of D3. Now there's contact. We got a car sideways on the backstretch. Caution's going to be out here. No caution. Oh my gosh, as Matt Patton smokes the inside wall. No yellow. They're still rolling 17 laps to go. Dylan Jones and Matt Patton crashed. No caution flag was thrown. We are still green with 17 to go. That's going to be D3's your leader with Mastretta behind, Alex Hill third. They've got a 3-car breakaway. Behind him, you've got Iswarnoth, Craighead, McCullough, and others trying to catch back up to those leaders. That line of race cars, though, big pack, they should get up to him quickly. Unless the 3 of them can get formed up and get rolling, I don't know. Big run down the backstretch, though, for those 3. They know they need to stay in line and work together. And now we've got another car sideways. That should bring out the caution. No, it does not. Looks like it was Jeff Merck who's off the pace. He got slid down the backstretch, and now he is well off. So we've got multiple cars off pace now. Jude Rand looks like he's completely out of this race. But Dylan Jones, Matt Patton, and Jeff Merck all out of the fight. And after all of that contact, it's allowed these 3 leaders to stretch their lead over Iswarnoth. They are now 1.8 seconds ahead of that pack behind. 3 cars single file out front. Iswarnoth leading the charge with Craighead, Harper, and Eckert trying to catch those leaders. They got about a quarter of a straightaway lead over everybody else. $15 laps to go. All the way back to these guys trying to catch up. Craighead pushing the 89. You can see Craighead's really pushing the absolute crap out of his Warnoth, and look at how far ahead those cars are from the rest of them. Really trying to make sure he gets a good push to the back of that Jack Shack machine. Trying to give him a big run down the backstretch. All the way up to 190 miles an hour. Out front, though, D3 is calm, collected, as he's controlling the pace out front. 14 laps to go. Single file out front, the rest of the cars behind. Trying to play catch-up ball on the leaders. Off of turn number 2, the leaders go. Eberhardt, Mastretta, Hill. Behind is Warnoth, Craighead, Harper, Eckert, McCullough, and Vondell. Trying to work their way up there. Going to be 12 laps to go this time by. See our movers and fallers throughout the top 10. Eberhardt the third is up 10 spots. Mastretta is up 2. Hill's down 2. Iswarnoth up 4. Craighead up 10. Harper, Eckert, no change. McCullough up 2. Vondell up 7. And McCullough up 4. So you got Josh McCullough in 8th and Kenneth McCullough Jr. in 10th. D3 controlling the pace. Good pushing from Chase Mistretta. You can see Eberhardt III moving up in the corner, trying to give Mistretta clean air. Gap is slowly starting to creep down now, about 1.8 seconds to the cars trailing. If they can get within about a second is when they'll maybe begin to pick up that draft. And now they're going 2x2 back there, so that's not going to help their chances. And it looks like Harper and Eckert think they can do a better job of running down the leaders as they're going to go around as Warnoth on the top side off of turn number 2 down the Alabama gang super stretch they go. Harper and Eckert take over the charge of the trailing group. They lost about a tenth there going too wide. 11 laps left at Dega. They're really going to have to roll. As you can see, D3 continuously giving Mistretta that clean air in the corner, moving up about a half a lane. And then Mistretta tucks right in behind him, down the straights. Maximize the effort. Now they gained about 2/10 on the leaders with those new pushers out there. Harper and Eckert really giving it everything they got to try and run them down. 1.6 seconds is now the gap. They are making progress. Rolling a little bit quicker than those guys. Will they get there? I do not know. Everybody else besides Kenneth McCullough Jr., he's the last car in this group. You've got Justin Melcher and Sean Corbett well off the pace. Jeff Merck all by himself off the pace. Then you've got Dylan Jones off the pace, as well as Matt Patton well away from the leaders. 9 laps to go this time by. This lap traffic could play a factor if the leaders can catch up to them. Could give them that little bit of draft that they need to stay ahead of these trailing cars. They are now 1.4 seconds behind. They need to continue to close the gap, and no, we've got the caution. There it is. We've got guys wrecking off of turn number 2. As we see, is that Mark Vondel? Oh no, it looks like it is. Vondel has crashed. The caution flag is out, and that's going to get this field formed back up. Let's go ahead and see what brought out our second caution of the night. Get our eye in the sky chopper cam queued up for y'all. Looks like we might have to back this up to kind of see what unfolded. Looks like a little bit of contact here from Vondel and the 7. Oh my gosh, this has been going on for a while. So you got Mark Vondel, Trevor Zwarnoff, Chase Mistretta starting to lose touch with the guys that they're in line with. And then, ooh, Mistretta and Vondi. A little bit of contact there in the tri-oval. And bad push there. And oh my goodness. The 7 of Craighead. Sorry, he absolutely just doors the crap out of him. Vondel said, you're going to door me, I'm going to door you back. Let's just lose all our track position, and boom, there's the caution. Frustrations, tempers rise at Talladega between those two to bring out the second caution of the night. Man, oh man. Frustrating there. Caution number 2. Second caution of the night. Well, it could have been an easy run for Eberhardt III. But now, Eberhardt, Mistretta, and Hill going to have to work a little bit harder to get the win. We've got Justin Melichair, Jeff Merck, Dylan Jones, Matt Patton on pit road, Mark Vondell on pit road, and Cameron Craighead. Looks like he may be out. He's got a beat ball flag. So Craighead may have too much damage and he may be done for the night. Go ahead and find our leaders behind the pace car. Second caution of the night. Take a look at those movers and fallers throughout the field. D3 up 10 spots. He's your leader. Led a decent amount of laps here. Chase Mastretta second, up 2 spots. Hill third, down 2. Harper up 2. Eckert up 2 spots. Got Sean Corbett in 6th in the 45 machine. He's up 6 spots. Kenneth McCullough Jr. in 7th, up 7 spots on the night. Josh McCullough, he is in 8th. Trevor Iswarnoth in 9th. He's down 1. And Justin Melichair riding 10th in that 6th machine. He has lost 7 spots on the night. It's the rundown of your top 10. Ten laps led so far for Daniel Eberhardt III. Not too bad. Not too shabby. Get yourself out front and lead some laps in this thing. Get yourself out front and you and I, racing driver, looking for your dream paint scheme? Well, look no further, because Bubba Myers Custom Designs, they are the best in the paint scheme business. Over there, partnered with Juicy Spider Studios. Bubba Myers Custom Designs can make your ride come to life. One of the best paint scheme booths on the market. You can go ahead and put a comment in the chat if you're looking to upgrade your ride with Bubba Myers. One of the best painters in the business. Make some pretty cool rides. Should have a commercial for Bubba coming soon. Still in the works. Thanks everybody though for tuning in for tonight's race here at BAC Casting and Drafting for our Tuesday night coverage of NoBull Esports at Talladega Superspeedway. Happy to do it. Happy that you guys are here. Cheer on your favorite drivers and watch some racing. And there it is. Pace car is going to be off towards the pit lane. Lights are off on that thing. Your leader is going to be Daniel Eberhardt III. As now it's down to the nitty gritty. Following our second caution, through the restart zone they go. Green flag is in the air. It's going to be 5 to go at the line for NoBull Esports at Talladega. Let's see who can prevail in tonight's race. Daniel Eberhardt III, your control car, big jump on the outside. He's going to have Nathan Harper behind, making their way towards turn number 1. There he goes, big run on the outside. He's going to stay in front of Harper. Harper's running that middle lane. Chase Mastretta on the bottom. Eckert behind Mastretta. All the way up to the wall these cars go. These guys are flying now off of turn number 2. Big run down the backstretch. Still controlling the pace of this thing is Daniel Eberhardt III. Looking really good in these O'Reilly cars now. Off of turn number 4 they go. That bottom line starting to get some momentum. It's Trevor Zwarnoff all the way down there. D3 is going to drop to the middle, then slide back up in front of Harper. 4 to go at the line. D3 to the middle. Harper goes with him. Zwarnoff starting to get the run on the bottom of the racetrack. Mistretta's down there with him. So is Ethan Eckert. Keep your eyes on that second car in line on the outside lane. It's Nathan Harper. We'll see when he makes the move. Eckert's going to go to the middle. Going to be a tight squeeze there in turn number 3. And no, it looks like it's going to be trouble for Ethan Eckert. He could be sideways. He is. The caution flag is out for Ethan Eckert. You heard the car get the damage. He rolls right in front of our camera, and there's the caution. Ethan Eckert, 3rd caution of the night. See what happened here. That number 12 machine, you saw him make that run to the middle lane, and let's see what brings out our yellow. Gets to that right rear of Mistretta. Eckert trying to make a run through the middle. To his outside, you had the 03 of Kenneth McCullough. The 77, that's going to be Alex Hill. He drops down. Looks like the 05 tries to go with him, and then Chase just comes a little bit off that double yellow line. And the 05 wasn't giving Eckert much room there to play with in the middle lane as they were 3 wide. Eckert almost saves it. And then he goes the rest of the way around. All the way down onto the bottom. Then we had multiple cars there, hard into the outside wall. Vondell, Eckert, the 84 machine. Yeah, I don't know why they didn't throw the caution for that first wreck. I'm not one of the admins or race control guys for this. Just here doing the broadcast, putting the show together, so kind of interesting they didn't throw a caution for that spin there that sent a bunch of guys off the pace and broke up our field. But Eckert, Justin Melichair, big damage there for them. Matt Patton's on pit road. Kenneth McCullough Jr. on pit road. Ethan Eckert, Mark Vondell. I believe Vondell. Not the one in that machine. I think it's Justin Melichair. He's the one with the big damage there. Started this thing 3rd. I believe that's him in that purple machine. Oh, yeah, that thing is junked. Yeah, he's not going to get that thing back out there and be competitive. That should be the night from Justin. Tough break there for him. Daniel Eberhardt III, still your leader. He's led 15 laps tonight. And this should be our last attempt to get this race done. They do 1 green, white, checkered, and if they wreck, they keep on going. He's led over half the laps now in this race. We'll see if he can lead the last one. Could be a big night for him. Started this thing all the way back in 11th and has controlled it since he's gotten the lead. Nathan Harper has been there with him all night long. Started this thing in the 6th spot, riding 2nd. And don't forget about your pole sitter in 3rd position, Alex Hill. He's been competitive at the front of this field tonight as well. And Trevor Zwarnoff, one of the guys, been consistently trying to make the bottom side of the racetrack work. That 89 Jack Shack machine. See what he's got. Jeff Merck in the top 5. Started this thing on the front row. He's still in the top 5. Chase Mistretta in that 8 machine started 4th, is in 6th. In a good spot to get some draft down the backstretch and make a move. Dylan Jones in the 15 machine started 9th up to 7th. Could get a big run on this final restart. Joshua McCullough started 10th and 8th in the 05 machine. Going to try and make some moves. And Sean Corbett in the 45. Started 12th up to 9th. Mark Vondell, he is off pit road. Looks like he's got that thing fixed up enough to get it competitive and get rolling. Kenneth McCullough Jr. is now off pit road in the 03. Matt Patton, a little bit of cosmetic damage on that race car, but he's going to try and make it work. Ethan Eckert involved in that last caution. I think he's going to be okay. After some hard shots, looks like he's got a little bit of damage there on the back side of that race car. Might not take a push well, but you don't need to take a push to stay in the draft and have a chance at Talladega. You just got to be able to stay with them. Give it a go. Making their way now. Off of turn number 2. They're going to be going green this time by. The lights are off on the pace car. Two by two, the field is lined up. Eberhardt III chooses the bottom side of the racetrack. Harper's going to start on his outside. Pace car is going to peel off towards the pit road, and the field is lined up and ready to go. Time to decide it on a Tuesday night for NoBull Esports at Dega. Green flag in the air. Let's grip it, rip it, and sip it at Talladega. 3 laps to go for Daniel Eberhardt III. He's going to get a push at the bottom from the 77 of Alex Hill. They're going to get a good run there in the restart zone into turn number 1. Harper on the outside, not the best jump, not what he wanted, as both those guys are going to jump up top to cover. Bottom of the racetrack, you've got Jeff Merck and Mistretta as now they're getting up to speed off of turn number 2. Little bit of a wiggle there out of Harper, the 4th car in line on the top. It's all or nothing next time by, trying to see that white flag. Daniel Eberhardt III getting the push up top from Alex Hill. Here they go through turn number 3 and 4. Big wiggles there out of Harper and Iswarna. Who's going to get the job done at Talladega as the field's up to speed off of turn number 4. Through the tri-oval they go. Daniel Eberhardt III has led a lot of laps tonight. He's only got to lead one more. White flags in the air for NoBull Esports at Talladega. Lots of cars lined up on the top side of the racetrack. Let's see what Alex Hill has got. Still staying in line there. Oh, trouble on the bottom side of the racetrack for Jeff Merck. Looks like they're going to lose some momentum, and now it's just a drag race down the backstretch for those guys up top. See who can generate the run. Eberhardt slides down to the bottom. Hill goes with him. So does the rest of the company. To the outside. 89 of Iswarnas looking. Not going to make the move yet. Through the tri-oval they go. One last time. Who's it going to be at NoBull Esports Talladega? Daniel Eberhardt III. He's going to get the job done, and he's your race winner. Controlled the field tonight. Kept it out front. Alex Hill finishes second, and he junks it. Nathan Harper, 3rd. Dylan Jones, 4th. Trevor Iswarna, 5th. D3, your winner. He blew it up into the wall there. Absolutely junking it. Don't know if we're going to burn out of him, but man, oh man. He's going to be your race winner. Somebody's got their hood up, and oh my goodness. Don't expect to burn out of this guy tonight. That thing is junked. But Daniel Eberhardt III is going to be your race winner for NoBull Esports at Talladega after controlling this thing. Let's go ahead, get these guys up here for some post-race interviews. Don't have anybody yet in the booth. Waiting for him now to join up so we can try and get those post-race interviews knocked out. Nathan Harper, it's Andy up in the booth at B.A.C. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
How's it going, dude? Finished third place out there tonight. Looks like it was a little bit of a different look from NoBull. Lighter field, but still some exciting racing out there. You were able to be at front for most of the night and still got the podium, so that's got to feel good.
Yeah, certainly. I've I found a lot of success in this series. So, last week I won PGR, and I think I had like 2 MMS wins, and I was starting this week off with a P3. So, I can't complain about that.
Heck yeah, yeah. Were you just trying to stay in line with those guys for the last lap? And I saw D3 made that move to the bottom, and everybody kind of went with them to just salvage track position, and it was hard to make the run there. Or is it just more difficult to generate runs in these O'Reilly cars, or how does that work on the last lap?
Okay, so yeah, when we went to the bottom, it was D3, Sean, and me. We were on a call, and obviously the guy behind him is not going to know what will happen. And when we go down, I mean, he's not expecting it, and that pushed him off of us, and that's how we were able to break away from him. So it's kind of like breaking the draft, and just obviously you're going down the banking, so you get more momentum.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, great racing out there tonight. Is there any shout-outs you want to make to anybody before we get you out of here?
Yeah, shout out to Nightmare Esports. We finished 1 through 4.
Holy smokes.
Yes. Good night.
Yeah.
Shout out D3 for putting this on for us, you for broadcasting, and even though we didn't really get many drivers, I mean, 16's decent, so everyone who showed up tonight.
Yeah, for sure. Well, great job. Way to keep that Dallas Cowboys machine rolling up front, dude. I know Bubba's a big fan of the Cowboys, so he'll be happy to watch this one back later and see how you did. So,
yes, sir.
All right. Well, good job, dude. And we'll talk to you later, and we'll see you next week in the booth, hopefully.
Yep. Thank you.
Yep. Have a good one.
Fuck.
All right. I think we got Alex Hill. He's your second place finisher from NoBull Esports at Talladega. Alex, it's Andy in the BAC booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
How's it going, dude? You started this thing on pole and still got second place at a super speedway, so not bad. Led a couple laps, looked good. Is this your first race you've ran with these guys too?
It's my first race in this series, I believe, but I'm usually a regular on the money racing scene.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, you were pretty good up front. I mean, you led some laps, kept it competitive. You were up there working really well with those guys and got the second place finish. That last lap, I thought you were going to try and get to the outside and make the move, and D3 shot to the bottom, so it kind of ruined your chance to get to his right rear quarter and take the air off of him.
Yeah, I mean, me, D3, and Harper were working together really well that entire race. We're teammates, obviously, and I think the biggest part in that race was the communication, and we communicated perfectly we knew to go low in turn 3 because those cars behind us were going to go low if we didn't. So we had to make that move proactively before them. And big shout out to everyone over at Nightmare, and thank you to Daniel, Nathan, and Dylan for pushing that line and ultimately getting us 1, 2, 3, 4.
Heck yeah, dude. Well, great job, great racing. Welcome to BAC, dude, and to NoBull. Good job getting that second place finish and the pole. So hopefully we hear from you some more in the booth, and you keep racing with these guys and get the good finishes, and maybe you'll be that top spot soon. So great job, buddy.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much.
Yes. Have a good one.
You as well.
Thank you. All right. Let's go ahead and move up It's your race winner, Daniel Eberhardt III. Led a lot of laps out there tonight, dominated out front, working well with his teammates, and got the dub. Daniel, you want to walk us through that last lap and how you worked with your teammates to get the job done?
Yeah, man. It was really fun. Alex Hill was giving me good shoves all night. Nathan Harper was working real good. Sucks that Ethan and Dylan couldn't race around the front up there. I hated that I have to race just to keep the crowd up. I don't know why it's dying off or anything like that. I wish I knew. I wish I had the answers. But hey, thank you for broadcasting. Thank you for all you do each and every week coming on board and doing these races for us. You've been amazing with all your support for NoBull Esports, and maybe we can get these fields a little bit bigger for next time.
Oh, dude, it'll come. It'll come. My goal one night is when we get some of our guys available, I'm going to try and run one with y'all and hopefully try and get a good result out of it. We had one of our guys race with you last week, and he had some fun, so that was cool.
Yeah, for sure, man. Just hate that the toxicity was so bad tonight. Just got to work on a couple things and get it better for next week. Sorry, I got to make this quick because I got to go down there and do some admin and work. So I really am thankful for you helping us each and every week, man.
Yeah, well, great job with the win, dude. You looked great out front. Once you got the lead, you never gave it up. You worked well with your teammates. So I'll let you go and do your thing, but enjoy the win, man. It's always fun when you get a win at Dega. So great job.
Thank you, buddy.
Yep, have a good one. We'll see you soon. And that was your podium finishers for their interviews tonight for NoBull Esports at Talladega. A little bit of a light field, but they still put on a dang good show. It was fun to watch and exciting. I hope you fans enjoyed it at home. Let's go ahead and see our full screen results for the field tonight from NoBull Esports at Dega. Let's take a look at this thing. Holy smokes. Lots of information here on this page. 32 laps was completed tonight. We went into overtime. Daniel Eberhardt, your race winner, led 19 laps. Alex Hill was your pole sitter. And not only was he your race winner, but D3 was your hard charger, up 10 laps all over the page tonight. Sean Corbett, fastest lap of the race with a 49.325 in the Xfinity car. That is dang fast. You can see those Nightmare Esports guys up there at the front. Ethan Eckert as well, Nightmare Esports driver, involved in one of those big wrecks. He still brought it home 7th. Josh McCullough from McCullough Motorsports, he brought it home 6th. Trevor Iswarnoth, one of your top guys out there from the Jack Shack trying to get the thing done. Chase Mastretta, a little bit of bad luck there, wasn't able to get the good run at the end. A couple guys finished off the pace. 16 drivers. We had, 13 finish this thing on the leads lap. So great racing out here for NoBull. It was a lot of fun. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in to BAC Casting and Drafting. We will be back for more next Tuesday night for NoBull Esports at Talladega. Go ahead and find these guys in the iRacing community. Join that Discord if you want to race with them. Get those numbers up for next week because, man, oh man, this field always puts on a show. We even get some Coke drivers in here from time to time. So it's always a lot of fun. Thanks again for tuning in, and we will see you all next time.